Well, over the weekend, Toledo recorded its 67th homicide of the year. The victim, 14-year-old Demontre Mills. Police have no suspects at this time. Michael Sandlin is live outside the safety building in downtown Toledo. Michael, you were able to get out in the community. What are community leaders saying about this?
Yeah, Jeff, I spoke to the executive director of Young Men and Women for Change earlier today, and he said that violent incidents involving youth is a clear sign that members of the community have failed to raise well-behaved young men and women, calling for parents and community members to step up to stop the bloodshed.
Another parent has to bury their child. You will often hear me say that if we don't help our youth, three things is guaranteed to happen, and that's prison yard, graveyard, or homelessness. But we're now in a position where you're finding more parents are burying their child or children before the child or children are burying their parent.
The shooting death of 14-year-old Demontre Mills is another tragic example of children and teens in Toledo being pulled into the scourge of gun violence. Sean Mahone works with inner city youth to build positive influences. He thinks there's a lack of accountability in the community.
When parents are not being held accountable, when children are taking suspension from school as a joke, and when children don't understand what accountability looks like, then this is what's going to continue to happen.
Mahone says that accountability involves the parents taking charge and understanding what's going on in their child's life and what kind of influences they're being affected by.
Being able to search their room, making sure there's no weapons in the room, making sure that they look at their Facebook page or their Instagram page, watch the people they're hanging around with, seeing what type of homes they are coming from.
However, Mahone also understands that gang culture has a huge pull on youth in Toledo, and its influence can be especially hard to control.
So what we need is more men in the city to step up as leaders, to be mentors, and to really redirect our young men that are making these unhealthy choices and be able to build healthy relationships with them so we can curb some of the violence that's taking place in our city.
Whether that will actually happen is another matter.
15 and a half years of doing this, I haven't had so much support, so I just hope that things do change and that it will take off in the right place.
And Sean Mahone says that his Young Men and Women for Change program will soon have an official home here in downtown Toledo, where they will continue working to improve the behavioral health of inner city youth, hopefully changing their hearts and minds to help reduce the amount of gun violence here in Toledo. Reporting in downtown Toledo tonight, I'm Michael Sandlin for WTOL 11.